Well, my friends, here we go again. Today I have two balls by me, very interesting. The Spalding Street Phantom, a rubber ball, a very solid, great rubber ball, and I have the Molten BG3800 again. Once again, indoor-outdoor composite ball, the old version. And now watch, bam. It is, if you have seen my last video, I will tell you something. Bam, watch. Oh, now here, sand, we are on the beach. Oh, beach, now the sea. The lake, no. It is fresh, it is cold, it is winter now. And here we are, 1, 2, watch, bam, 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 bam. We are at, bam, Baggerlake coral. That it is, what a cool place, or with the green hill here, around in, wow, an original. I've seen it when they built it, you know, I've always watched the whole progress of that court. I was always beside and checked it up. So, here we are, wait, boah. And here we have the two balls, Molten BG3800, the old babbling, you know, which those Molten balls had. Now they have other babbling, normal babbling. Here the Street Phantom in that color, you get it on different colors, very solid. Mine, when you watch here, is made in Vietnam, but I have it for a few years and I don't know if the new versions are also made in Vietnam. Maybe we have players who bought new balls nowadays. Check it up, then I know it, because here you don't get a Street Phantom in the shops, never seen one. Would be interesting, you know. But mine is very solid, very good, and yeah, and that we will check out. And if you have seen my last video, not from the basketball rankings which we made here, there is the lake, that is why it's called the Baggerlake, you have seen it. But 2 videos ago, boy, that was great, you know. Street ball, best lifestyle in the world. We street ballers have the best lifestyle what you can get, you know. Wow, that was such a cool video. That was really, really cool. So now I'm stranded here, but I wanted to play on another court, that I have to tell. I wanted to go to the Lost Ring court, because 2 courts are missing out to me. The newest and the Lost Ring court. Can you imagine it? We have it now, raining. It is fresh, it is cold, I don't know, 4 degrees maybe. The snow is in the middle of the mountains now. It rains, cold, really fresh, really not the finest weather. And I went now to Lost Ring Court. Almost every day I try to drive there, you know. Today I thought, boah, today I can make the video there. And what happened again? You cannot believe it. All kindergarten kids are still in. They are running, or how it is called, grappling on the floor by rain, by that coldness. 30 kindergarten kids. Once again, they are all the time in. If it is snow, I don't know what I shall do, you know. That is really bad. I have to go at 6 o'clock in the morning or so and play. And so I'm stranded here again. But makes nothing, we test the balls. And the interesting part to me is, you know, I have both balls in the rankings. But this is a rubber ball. You know, very rough babbling. They say soft technology, grip technology. When you go like this, you feel that. That is other than other rubber balls. That is really a cool, nice feeling. But when you go over like this, that is really one of the roughest babbling. And that can be too rough. Especially, for example, when it is very cold in winter or winter, you get open up here very quickly because it is so dry. And when you have this ball, boah, that is almost too much, you know. And that is a composite ball. You know, I cannot recommend composite balls by rain or when it is wet, but now it started to rain. Normally, when it is more raining, we have here all little lakes in, and then the ball get completely wet. But now you see, a little bit wet, a little bit dry, and for that circumstances you can still do it. And that I will check out, especially the jumping, because today you see it is really fresh. And normally this ball, when it is cold, it jumps very low. In summer normal, but by cold temperatures a very, very low ball. And the grip is not the best, you know. Now it is wet, you know, but you know, you feel it already here. That is better, you know, on that ball, because it is so rough. Also not one of the best grips, but that is, yeah, there you have never a chance almost, you know. But I warm up, then we play, and then I will tell something. So my friends, here we are, warmed up. Now we make the jumping test. Molten ball, Spalding ball, rubber ball, composite, fresh. We will see it now. You see that? Oh, that is what I mean, you know, with this ball. Oh, I feel it already. Oh, that is too low. That is too low. That ball. Also not that high today, but that goes, you know. That is okay. Pumped it up. Wow, that is too low. Exactly, that is why I rank this ball under this ball, you know. Normally you would think this is crazy. As an indoor player, of course, always this ball over the rubber balls. Great training sport. I tell this always again for indoor players, especially players with molten balls. This ball, you know, this ball or the new version. Because you play in games with that ball, then it makes sense. And also when you play only sometimes outdoor, and you go only outdoor by good weather, this ball, you know, when you are an indoor player with molten balls. But you see now that it's really bad. This is so bad. And you know, here I tell you that we have it half a year bad with the weather. Cold, rainy, snow, fresh, minus degrees. And then this ball is always not good, you know. And so to me, half a year this ball is almost useless. And so I rate it in my area lower than the rubber ball, because this ball by rough conditions better, jumps better, you know, gets not heavier. The composite balls gets heavier when they are wet. And that is the thing. But in summer it is a really cool ball. But now you see it once again, and there is really much air in. It's not so that I pumped both up, you know. Both are pumped up, that they are really fresh from the air in, you know. But now that is once again the thing, you know. But we start with this ball now, and then with the Street Phantom. And by the way, by the video, you know, street ball, best lifestyle in the world, what we have. I used the Platinum series from Spalding. You have maybe seen it, but this is the old version rubber ball, not the new Platinum series. Very important. The new Platinum series, bam, not good made, very bad made, feels not that good, too expensive. The old version was made in Vietnam. The new version is made in another country. The old version, one of the best rubber balls in the game. That ball I took also over this ball, and I took it over the Street Phantom. One of the best rubber balls I've ever played, but does not exist anymore. But if you don't know it, do not buy the new version and think this is the ball what I used in the video. No, this ball what I have is around 4 or 5 years old, you know. But now with the molten ball we started. You see that dirt? here it is very slippery because of the sand in there, you know. It's all sand in it when it's wet, even when it's dry, because of the sand. Never run too fast, you know. Wow. Now my friends, it went into the snow, I wanted to say, into the sand. Now watch. Wow. That is now bad. Wow. That is now complete slippery. Wow. And here you have to be careful that those little sand thing does not go in your eyes when you throw it, you know. You close your eyes, or not here, you go this, you know, away from you. That is always the thing. Wow. That is bad. You know, one time I tell you, that was at Mo's Rings Court. It was completely wet. There were water lakes in, raining, and I threw the ball, and then the whole thing went into my eyes, and that was so bad. I don't know why. Then the whole eye burned. It was red, and I thought, "Wow, shit! What was that?" You know, from a dirty thing was. Wow. But thankfully, I got no infection, nothing. But that is, you have to be careful, you know. Now we go on with the Street Phantom, and then we see. So difference what you feel when the sand is on. Now we had it also on this ball on. When you dribble a bit, by this ball you have much more grip, you know. Because of this rough beveling, you know. That is complete a difference when you have it now in the hand against this, because there you have no beveling and there you still feel this sand, you know. It's not nice. Yeah. So my friends, now we have played them, and I tell you, this ball is today better than this ball, even if it's a rubber ball. Why? The jumping is better off the height, and this ball is pumped up, you know. The rough beveling helps today a lot because it is wet, so you have more overall grip, you know. By throwing, by dribbling, the jumping is better. But again, the overall quality, of course, by this molten ball is better normally, you know. You see, that is FIBA approved, for example, but you can give on that what you want. But made in Thailand, all excellent. But by good conditions in summer or indoor, then I would always prefer this ball, you know, for most peoples. But today, again, this ball is to me the better option, you know, I have to tell you that. This is so low jumping by cold conditions, it really is not good then to play and not fine, it is too low. And for an example, I used the top indoor balls outdoor, you know, but in winter by good conditions. A Wilson Evo NXT, DF 1000 Legacy from Spalding, Wilson Evolution and Nike Elite Championship. And all 4 balls by around 2, 3, 4 degrees, 0 degrees on asphalt when it is dry. Wow, they feel great. I tell you that, they were great. I played them even with hand gloves. Fantastic feeling, but this ball not, you know. That is a good weather ball for indoor players, great. But today I go absolutely again with this, and that I had in my ranking the same. And now over 2 years later I have still the same feeling, you know, why I rated this ball over this. When you know now the circumstances, then you can know why I have put the rubber ball over the other ball, you know, and that it is. So we see us next time. Until then, bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.